is a newcomer and actually also got 2 champions of 100 meters for men and women. And today what we expect is see a 200 and 500 meters. Let's see who will be the new champions. And talk about Dragonboat culture. You know, of course, Dragonboat or Longzhou in Chinese is a very famous sports in China. And we also have the ceremonies before the race or the game starts. For sure, our viewers, if you would like to participate, you can scan the barcode here and to express your good luck and best wishes to the teams, and also, of course, for the second half of this year for yourself. Now the game's on. Distinguished guests, all the players, coaches, and judges, audience, good morning. The 2019 China Dragonboat Tournament Chengdu简阳stop now starts. I would like to invite Mr. Zhao Chundeng, Secretary General of Jianyang CPC Municipal Committee, to deliver the opening speech. Distinguished guests, dear friends, good morning. Today, we're gathering here in this beautiful place to have this grand opening for the 2019 Chengdu stop. This is for the China Longzhou Tournament, or also known as the Dragonboat Tournament. I would like, on behalf of the CBC Party Committee and the Jianyang CPPCC and MPC, extend our warm welcome to all the friends from home and other regions, and also for the 39 teams. I wish you all good luck for today's tournament, and also would like to extend our appreciation to all the friends from the media and judges for your hard work. Jianyang, we know, is always a very important place and also enjoy a long history. So here we have the very nice views, and also we have the very hospitality people. And here we also the first group of the place for the poverty alleviation. Right now we are implement the party's 19 CBC Congress, and also guided by the CPC thought of people-centered development philosophy, and we will bring our Jianyang to be a new demonstration part. And also you can see here we would like to build Jianyang as a hub that gathering all the nice food and transportation, and also be a new door to the outside Chengdu area. In the future, we work hard to make ourselves a very important and smart place in terms of the air transportation. So here, we would like to build ourselves as a bridge to connect the people from home and abroad. I also invite our old friends here to enjoy our food and also enjoy these picturesque views. And also, of course, welcome all to do business and make investment here to create a bright future. Wish 2019 China Longzhou Tournament a full success. And wish all our friends good health and a good business, a bright future. Thank you. Now will be the kickoff ceremony. So we will bring the color red to your racing boat. So this is the ceremony before the game starts. So we will first bring this right ribbon to the boat, and here this is we call the eyeball painting ceremony. So we have the first stroke. So that's basically have different meanings. That's for the pray for the good weather, for the good luck. And the third, we will make this not only to the eyeballs, also to the nose. This is for the harmonious and the happiness. And you can see this is the fourth painting on the tongue. This is for the joy. And the last one for the good luck. So this is the eyeball painting ceremony. Now I also would like to invite another special guest to declare the opening of 2019 Dragonboat Tournament of Chengdu简阳stop. Now I would like to declare the 2019 China Longzhou Tournament Chengdu简阳stop is now to be started. So you can also download our app, so you can click and learn more about the 2019 China Longzhou Tournament. And of course, you can tune in with CGT, and we'll bring you the more coverage about our 2019 China Longzhou or the Dragonboat Tournament.
中央电视台观众朋友们，大家好。您现在正在收看的是2019中华龙舟大赛成都简阳站的比赛。
So right now, to all our viewers, if you're just tuning in with CGT, we bring you the live footage here from Chengdu简阳, and today is the second day of our Chengdu stop. So this is the 2019 China Longzhou Tournament, or known as the Dragonboat Tournament. And we also have a special guest today to be with me to explain more about the details about today's game. And for the first one, this is for the youth women team. This is for 200 meters. Talking about 100 meters, actually all finished yesterday. So that's for the all 100 meters. And for the 5 different competitions, we all have the champions. So for a host, it's a Jianyang High School, got the 3rd place. And we also have Jianyang Tianhui Zhiye also got the 3rd place for the 100 meters. So we talk about actually our host place sent 2 teams and also with a very good performance. So right now you can see this is our first game, and of course this is with a big applause here. This is the Jianyang Middle University, and we have 5 teams for the first one. And we have the Ya'an Tianqun Shuixiao and the Qingdao University, and also we have Liaocheng University and Jianyang Middle School or Jianyang High School. So you can see this is the final competition, and we start with the youth women team or the youth women 200-meter race. So we have 5 teams for the finals. And talk about the local team. This is Jianyang Middle School. Actually, it's the Jianyang Middle and High School. So they are all the high school students. They just train, I believe, just 1 month. And talking about their coach, very strong one, is the chair of the China Longzhou Association. Now the game on. So this is the first team. You look at the girls; they are very brave and strong. So look at the first race lane. It's the Liaocheng University, who already got a 1 champion title yesterday. You can see we have 3 teams. They just shoulder by shoulder. Okay, we see the first Liaocheng University and then the Kaili Middle High School. And Jianyang is ranked number 5. For 200 meters, actually, it's a longer distance, so they have a higher requirement on the physical and mental capability. So we talk about Jianyang Middle High School. They just train for 1 month. So, of course, this is a quite big challenge to them. We talk about the speed. We talk about the muscle strength. Of course, it's something is given by the God. Is like born with that capability that also require a hard work for training. So they just for 1 month's training is not that enough to have this 200-meter competition.
And then we have a second group. It is the youth men's Dragonboat racing. So yesterday, Liaocheng University got the champion, and the Northeast Delhi University ranked number 2 with less than 0.3 seconds. So now they have a second round of racing. Let's see who will be the winner. So on track 1, it is Liaocheng University and Northeast Delhi University, number 2. So let's go back to see the results from the first group. Liaocheng University, 50.7 seconds. Now today from the stadium, you could see many audiences. And even we have some people standing behind the stadium. So in total, it is around like 50,000 people who are watching the game. And also there are some people watching from their home. So in total, at least there are 80,000 people watching the game. So in this city, you can see a very good atmosphere for the Dragonboat racing. Many people would like to come here to take a look on the Dragonboat racing. And today's weather is quite suitable for the game. Now we have the second game. It is the 200-meter racing for the men's team. Have the Liaocheng University, the NEDU, the Tropical Ocean University, and the Zhaozhang College, Liaoda Zhuochuang Zixun University, and also the Hubei Business College. And actually, track 4 and 5, they actually belong to one group. the second track, the Northeast Dianli University, track 3, the Tropical Ocean College. So this is a college that is coming from Hainan Province, track 4, Zaozhuang College. Track 5, 辽大茁创资讯. So actually, this is also a team that was composed of students that are coming from Liaocheng University. This is a joint team from the Liaocheng University and the Zhuochuang Group. And the track 6, it is also a university team that was founded in 2012. It is also a good team from Hubei Province. So for track 1 and 2, they're actually quite close in their competence. Let's see who will be the winner. At the beginning, you could see they have a very fast start, and they continue to accelerate. We can see track 6 is a little bit ahead of the others, the Hubei Business College. Continue to accelerate. So we can see the drummer is working really hard to motivate the team. Now we can see all 6 teams are very close to each other. The final 40 meters. Now Liaocheng University a little bit ahead of the others. Very close indeed. So Liaocheng University ranked number 1, followed by the NEDU and the Tropical Ocean College. Again, the Liaocheng University got another champion. So for the NEDU, you could see they have very strong muscles, meaning that they have a lot of training. Let's take a recap. You could see at the beginning they have a very fast acceleration, and the paddling is very powerful. You can see they're actually doing a forward paddling. So you're not just using their arms, they're actually using the upper body to do the paddling. Speak of the Liaocheng University, they're quite well known for their women's team. And in recent 2 years, they have kept improving themselves. And now we could see some of the men's team from Liaocheng University. They start to show off some of their potential. So 44.422 seconds. That is the final result for Liaocheng University, and for the NEDU, the result is 44.728 seconds. There are many audience today. As you could see, the game was taking place in Tuojiang River. Very good condition for the water, especially for the Dragonboat racing. And you could see the width of the water area is around 240 meters. So in this area, it used to hold the provincial as well as the municipal racing. So every year, the local authorities, they will organize a series of Dragonboat racing here. Some of the audience, they are quite excited today. In the past, they did watch some of the Dragonboat racing, but today we are having on the national level, the toppest level of the Dragonboat racing. And next, we also have the women's team from the Liaocheng University and the NEDU. They will compete again for the champion. So for the next 200-meter racing for the women's team, we have the NEDU, the Dongguan Jianzhu team, the Liaocheng University, 九江名门世家, Guangzhou Tianhe Miaomei, and the Jianyang Jinhua Group, which is the local team here. So this is the professional team for the 200-meter racing of women's group. Let's see whether this time the NEDU can beat the Liaocheng University in this Dragonboat racing. So we could see these two teams have been developing very fast in recent years. And for the NEDU, in the last stop, they actually win a lot of champions. So at this season, it is actually the graduation season. There are a lot of new faces in the NEDU. Let's see whether they can catch up with their seniors. All right, this round of Dragonboat racing starts. Actually, we see some familiar faces in this round of Dragonboat racing. And actually, for the captain from the Tropical Ocean College, after the game, she will go back to school and continue to study. So now you can see it. The first group, the 4 teams are very close together, and we have 60 meters. Now you could see the NEDU actually hit the finishing line, 5 meters to go. So we could see these 4 teams are actually quite close. In this round, the Northeastern University actually beaten the Jiujiang Mingmen Shijia, and they have ranked number 1. And the Liaocheng University ranked number 3. And pretty soon we will have the award ceremony. And it is quite a pity for the Jiujiang Mingmen Shijia. Just a few milliseconds, 1 or 2 pedals away from the NEDU.
其实从实力上，两支高校队伍已经跟这个老牌的职业。
Actually, from the perspective of the skills and the capability, the university team is actually quite close to the performance of the professional teams. But sometimes you have to consider the actual situation, the condition of the physical, as well as the mental condition of these athletes. So for Jiujiang Mingmen Shijia, they used to regroup in recent years. So some of the players have to know how to better cooperate with each other. Northeast Dianli University, the final result is 48.625 seconds. And for Jiujiang Mingmen Shijia, the result is 48.653. Let's see some of the recap. You could see it just a little bit ahead of the Jiujiang Mingmen Shijia. For the water area in Tuojiang River, it is very suitable for Dragonboat racing. Next, we will have an award ceremony for the 2019 China Dragonboat Tournament. First, we will invite the athletes who win the game to go on the stage.
获得第3名的队伍是青岛大学队。
So let's announce the winner. So Qingdao University ranked number 3 for the 200-meter women's youth team. Kaili High School got the 2nd place. And for number 1, Liaocheng University. Let's invite the guest to present the award to the athletes. Liaocheng University, once again, got the first place. Especially they're quite strong in the women's team. So for the women's team from Liaocheng University, you could see it for all the players, they're quite strong. And they're very capable to do the Dragonboat racing. So actually, for doing these sports, we have to get the suitable athletes. They have very strong, have a physical condition, and also they need to cooperate with each other to deliver a good performance.
This is the award ceremony for the youth men 200 meters. And the third place is the Tropical Ocean University from Hainan. They got the third place. And for the second place goes to Dongbei Dianli University, or the NEDU. And for the first place, Liaocheng University. I also would like to invite special guests to present the awards to the winners. Northeast Dianli University is the second place, and Liaocheng University the champion. We talk about the first and second place. Actually, they're old friends and old competitors. They know each other quite well, and they always compete side by side. And very soon we will have a mixed gender elite 200-meter competition. So this is actually open to a wider athlete groups. And it requires the team should consist 4 women players. So it can be a professional ones or just fans of Dragonboat, it can be adult or just students. So we talk about mixed gender elite group. Why we have this group? Because we want to provide more opportunities to the Dragonboat audience, and also would like to bring some new elements to our tournament, bring some new experience, and also this is a different look, and also for our audience, this is also something new for our audience to watch the game. So this is a mixed gender elite group for 200 meters. And this is also a new way to train the team and train the athletes. And this team you can see for the track number 1 is 九江名门世家, and the second track is 东莞万江展涛, and the track number 3 is 简阳天惠置业. This is a local team. And track number 5 is from Weifang. And number 6, the track 6 is the Xinhui Hongdatang Chenpi. This is also a local team, and actually the way they manage their team is more follow a military rules. Actually, their coach or the leading person is a retired armed force. And 九江名门世家 at track 1 got the first place yesterday for 100 meter. 东莞万江展涛, this is the team at track number 2, got the second place yesterday for 100 meter. So these two teams just with a very, very minor second difference. Now the game starts. So look at no big difference at the starting line. Let's see, you can hear and look at they start to speed up. You look at their speed and frequency of their paddlings. You can tell right now, they just show what they got. So the track number 1 and number 3, 九江名门世家 and 简阳天惠置业. All right, 九江名门世家 number 1. And the 简阳天惠世家is the second place. Yesterday they just got third place, and today 1 place up. And this is also the first time for them to participate in the Dragonboat tournament. And they're also from Jianyang, which is the host place. So for the host place, they sent 5 teams to participate in this year's tournament in Jianyang stop. And Jianyang Tianhui Zhiye is the best one with their great performance. So we talk about, you look at it here, this is the great atmosphere for the Dragonboat. We have more than 1,000 Dragonboat fans that participate regularly in their daily training. They're from different sectors, with different jobs, and they show their passion in the Dragonboat. And for Jianyang, actually also a very early place to establish their Dragonboat association, and they have the Dragonboat racing games every year. Talk about this year's China 2019 Dragonboat Tournament. Why we choose Jianyang? It's a very good place, of course, to host the game, and also look at the atmosphere, look at the people. They love the game. So these are the 2 key elements for the location. So Jianyang, we talk about this is the 20th place to host the China Dragonboat Tournament. And look at this is 1,800 meters long stands. This is really rare to see. So let's look at this will be the next game on for the professional men's game for 200 meters. So look at the whole stands. We can talk about this is a full house. And we have professional men's 200 meter. The final competition number 1 for the semifinals. So we have the Chengdu Xingjing, Hainan Lingshui, Wuhan University, Sichuan Jiawang, and Jianyang Diwang Jiejü, and track number 6 is the Sichuan Sanya Longteng. So we look at that this is the first group for professional men's 200 meter finals. So we have around 6 teams for the first final games. This is for professional men's 200-meter games. So we have 6 games, 6 the teams for the first 200-meter games, and we have 1 team from简阳. Now very soon the game will start. This is a 200-meter for professional men.
职业男子组这是现在进行的是小决赛啊，决出的是7到12名。目前呢是第5和第1赛套。
So for this group, they will decide the place for the 7th to the 12th. So we look at
我们这一站啊，这个简阳派出的几支队伍呢，实力都还不错啊，而且发挥的很好。
对。
So we talk about that this is the semifinals, but this actually will decide the 7th to the 12th place. So we look at that the 7th place goes to 简阳帝王节句. We can tell 简阳 actually ranked number 1 for this group, and it's also a local team. So we can talk. 简阳 sent 5 teams to participate nearly all the competitions, and talk about 简阳帝王节句. Actually, they also improved themselves and have a better performance today. Talk about yesterday, this is their debut show and build up their confidence. So we talk about 简阳天会之夜, 简阳帝王节句. These 2 teams, actually today they even improved their results.
是以43秒408获得这个小组第6，获得职业男子
And 成都新
第
津
6名。海南陵水是
is the number 6 crossing the finishing line for this group.
新津是获得第7名。
And very soon we will see the game for professional men's 200 meters, and very soon we will see the first top 6. So the game just finished. Also the professional men's 200 meters that decides the place from 7th to 12th.
完成了他们200米赛场上的比赛哈。稍后呢，我们看到的是职业男子200米的决赛。
And very soon we will see the finals
要进行200和500的小决赛之外呢，
for the professional men's 200 meters. So for today we have the 200 meters. And this is actually very special because like for the other competitions, we just based on the result we got from yesterday's preliminaries. But for the professional men's 200-meter games, we will divide into 2 groups. So we will see who we will got from the 7th to the 12th. That's the game just finished. And then we will very soon see the top 6. Right now, let's look at the award ceremony.
获得第3名的队伍是聊城
For the professional women 200 meters. 3rd place, Liaocheng University.
队伍是九江名门世家队。
And the 2nd place goes to 九江名门世家.
获得第1名的队伍是东北。
Talking about Liaocheng University,
请颁奖嘉宾为获奖运动队颁奖。
it's the first time they send team to participate professional women
大学队和
competition before they just participate in the youth women games.
在这个
And the
职业
first
组
place
当中
goes to
之地而且
Northeast Dianli University, or NEDU. We talk about the NEDU and 九江名门世家, of course, Liaocheng University. These 3 games, they just shuffled for the top 3 place. So they are the key force for the different competitions. And of course, because they're also playing a leading role in their local cities, no matter in universities or among the societies. Actually, you can see with their constructive roles, the whole place, the universities actually have that culture and heritage. So look at their athletes, look at their physical strength. And of course, you don't need to mention about their hard trainings. These always are the two top teams among the universities. That's the Liaocheng University and Northeast Dianli University.
那么接下来要进行职业男子200米的决赛了。
And very soon we will see the finals for the professional man 200 meters. This will be a very fierce competition. We can talk yesterday, actually, the first place and the second place, they just have 0.1 second difference. So this is very soon will be a game you cannot miss. And we talk about the Chongqing Hechuan Dejia. It's also a new team with strong capacity. And we also look at the Zhengcheng Xintang Mingda, also a very new, strong
决赛顺德乐从是在第一道，
hand. Let's see.
第二道是广东
顺德乐从卢浮宫。
第三道是
First track.
是启明星。
And Guangdong Fenglei Yimenchong, that's track number 2, and the track number 3 is the Meishanshi Qimingxing. Talk about the Shunde Lecong, actually, they're very strong in the starting line, and also you later on will see how they go with their paddlings. And the fourth is the Fuzhou Huzhia, and the track number 5 is Chongqing Hechuan Dejia, and track number 6 is Zhengcheng Xintang Mingda.
You could see they show a very high morale for the 200-meter race. So actually, for some of the teams, they used to participate in the 100-meter racing, and once again, they attend the 200-meter racing. It is also a short distance competition. For Zhengcheng Xintang Mingda, it is actually a team from Guangdong province. So for the athletes, they're actually some of the workers, and some of them are coming from locally, so just the Dragonboat lovers. Let's see the game. So on the far side, we could see the Shunde team moves really fast. Also, we could see very fast paddling of the Zhengcheng team. You could see track 1 and 3, they're leading the others. Very close. Again, Shunde Lecong Luo Fugong got the first place. So for the Shunde team, once again they got the winner. They become the winner, and Meishan Qimingxing run the second place. And later on, these two teams will meet each other in the 500-meter racing. For Shunde Lecong, at the first 100 meter, they are not actually leading the others. However, for the remaining 100 meter, they start to accelerate. So we could see just very close for the final results for each team.
能力，还需要鼓手的这样一个灵活的调动。
In the acceleration, we require the cooperation between the drummer as well as the paddler.
顺德勒从罗浮宫是37秒050，梅山市启明星的成绩是37秒
Let's get back to the results. For the 顺德乐从 37.050 seconds, and the 启明星 37.263, and the 增城新唐明达 37.922 seconds. Actually, these three teams are quite close in the 200-meter racing as well as in the 100-meter racing. Very steady performance for the three teams.
下面将进行2019中华龙舟大赛成都简阳站精英公开组200米比赛的颁奖仪式。
Next,
获奖运动队代表入场。
we will have the award ceremony for the Elite Open Game 200 meter. Now let's invite the winners as well as the guests.
获得第3名的队伍是东莞万江展涛队。
The third place, 东莞万江展涛。
获得第2名的队伍是简阳天汇置业队。
The second place, 简阳天汇置业。
简阳本地队伍目
获得第1
前取得的
名的
最好成绩。
队伍是九江名门世家队。
So for the 天汇置业, it is actually the local team, and the 九江名门世家 got the first place in this group. So let's invite the guests to present the award.
也是引起了现场观众的欢呼啊。
Now you could see for the 简阳天汇置业, when they got the second place, they also win the approval from the audience. So as we all know that today we have 80,000 people watching the game on site.
下面将进行2019中华龙舟大赛成都简阳站职业男子组200米比
Next,
赛
we will have the award ceremony
获奖运动队代表
for the professional men's 200-meter race. Let's invite the winners and also the guests.
获得第3名的队伍是增城新唐明达队。
The third place goes to 增城新城明达。
获得第2名的队伍是梅山市启明星队。
The second place goes to 启明星。
获得第1名的队伍是顺德乐从罗浮宫队。
And the winner
请颁奖
goes
嘉宾
to 顺德乐从罗浮宫 team. Let's invite the guests to present the award to the winners.
实力在不断的提升啊，名次也是越来越好。
Actually, you can tell
在成绩提
the
升过程
skills
中
are very good for the 增城新唐明达, and actually they are improving
向前进步
their capabilities from time.
顺德乐从目前也是国际国内获得
So
过
now this time they got the third place, and of course they will be so encouraged to compete going forward.
上龙舟竞速，场下花絮人物，下载央视体育客户端进入龙舟专题。比赛视频独家视角。
So dear friends, if you want to get more information about the Dragonboat racing, you could download the application for CCTV5. You could see some of the recap videos, and also you could see the 4K live streaming. If you want to get more information about the China Dragonboat Tournament, please download the CCTV Sports app. 2 weeks ago, we actually spent the Dragonboat tournament in the Fuzhou, and we talked about the Dragonboat Festival. We want to know more about the festival. As part of the game for the Dragonboat Festival, it has gained popularity among people. As you all know that 30 nationalities in China would like to spend their Dragonboat Festival by racing the Dragonboat, despite of the differences in the cultural background. And you know that there are different varieties for the Dragonboat racing. Actually, in Guangdong province, we have a drifting competition for the Dragonboat, meaning that the Dragonboat race will not take place in a straight place. Actually, they will go into some ups and turns. And from time to time, there will maybe some risks for the Dragonboat racing. Let's take a video and get a look.
Exciting, very cheerful. A lot of people here.
看龙舟一定要来叠江，独一无二的龙舟赛道，全国唯一的漂移龙舟。
You must come to Diejiang to understand the drifting of the Dragonboat racing. So for Guizhou and Zhejiang province, this kind of Dragonboat racing is quite different. It requires speed, of course. It requires high level of skills, cooperation, very high demand for the athletes. So I came back every year. It is my personal affection to my hometown.
看完刺激的龙舟漂移，让我们再回到今天的比赛举办地成都简阳。在端午节
After seeing the drifting competition, let's get back to Chengdu Jianyang. During the Dragonboat Festival, there is a special event in this area. It is chasing for the duck. And actually, this event was originated back in the old days. So, duck is actually an auspicious poetry. So, if you can get a duck during the competition, it means that in the new year, you will obtain good luck and fortune. So let's see some of the live footage. So for the athletes, they have a different range of age. So for some people, they're just kids, and some of them they're over 80s. So at this time, people will jump into the water and try to catch one of the duck. So we could see some of the swimming lovers. They are actually trying to compete with each other to catch the duck. So it also demonstrates a very auspicious and happy life for our people. So after we talk about the chasing duck event in Guizhou Tongreng, there is another event. Meaning that twisting and the collision of the dragon boat.
胜者呢
So
就被
when
称为是龙
the
头
two
英雄。接下来就让我们来看一
Dragonboat
看一个短片，了解一下这别开
meet
生面
each
的
other.
扭龙
So
习
for
俗。
two leaders, they will try to have a struggling when you're standing on the dragon boat. So let's get some live footage. So for Tongren, it is also a famous place for dragon boat. So each year they will host this special event, or we say the dragon boat wrestling. This year, in addition to the dragon boat racing, we have a special event today. That is the wrestling game.
一到端午，这里的民众们都会在江中划着龙船，
Some 100 years ago, for the Duanwu Festival, all the villagers will come here with their dragon boat and will meet each other. You can see the strongest ones will do the wrestling. And this is the way to pray to the god and for the good weather.
为防止发生伤亡事件，后来大家也
This
用这
it
种
was
方式
a
来
normal
解决
competition, and actually there was quite a normal conflicts between different villages, and in order to achieve a harmonious life, so the different villages through these kind of competition to resolve their differences. So look at this kind of a special events.
现在解决村寨之间的纠纷早已不用这种
So with the dragon boat and also showcase their muscles. Of course, this is a traditional way to resolve the conflicts and differences. It's disappeared for some time. And we talk about the wrestling dragon boat
竞技和传承
right now came back to the stage.
柳龙已经成为
This is more the way to carry forward our historic and the cultural heritage, and also the way to celebrate the Duanwu Festival. There's something unique. We'll look at the different cultures, we'll look at different events in different areas. Once again, we have witnessed the beauty of Dragonboat. And for all our viewers, right now you're tuning with CGTN. This is the 2019 Dragonboat Tournament in Chengdu简阳stop. And you also can scan the barcode, the QR code, to find more information. And right now coming to us is the 500-meter competition.
我们刚才看到的是这个端午节的一些习俗哈，还有这个我们的一些传统的龙舟比赛的一些
So
情况。
just now we see some cultural heritage to celebrate the Duanwu Festival.
还有刚才的这个像广东
Talking about the dragon boat competition, actually, this is the top level, the China Longzhou Tournament, and we also introduced the one in Guangzhou, Foshan. That's the drifting, and we also have the Jilin place. They also have the dragon boat on ice.
确实是挺
So there are all
挺
different
新颖
kinds of way to compete dragon
的。
boat.
是龙舟有这么多
It's a lot of in creative way.
形式非常丰富多彩的
So we talk about dragon boat.
龙舟的运动方式啊。
We have all different kinds of competition in different forms,
传承的载体。
in different ways. You can consider us a competition, but that's also a way to carry forward our fun
青
tradition.
少年女子500米的直道赛的决赛。
Coming to us is 500-meter, and this is the youth women 500-meter competition. And we have Liaocheng University, Qingdao University, Jianyang Middle High School, Kaili High School, Guangdong Ocean School, and track number 6 is Ya'an Tianquan Shui Xiao.
年纪都在17、18岁。
Jianyang Middle High School, they are all high school students, aging around 17 to 18 years old. So compared to university students, they are quite younger. So Ya'an Tianquan Shui Xiao at the track number 6, also students with age around 16 to 18.
在这个
So look at our young girls.
因为这个距离对于他们来说确
Let's
实
see
很
their
长啊。
beauty and charm. This is 500 meter for all girls. This is a long distance. This is really a test
体育老师
for their physical and mental capability and for
来组建的这
the
种
Jianyang High School actually how to choose their team members is based on their results from the sports class. So Jianyang Longzhou Association actually sent coaches to train the team. So we look at track number 1, Liaocheng University, track 2, Qingdao University, and track number 5, the Guangdong Ocean University. These are the 3 teams from university level with a long time training and also quite strong physical competence. So look at this first from DA starting paddling, and then right now is DA speed up paddling. So the track number 4 is Kaili High School. Track number 5, Guangdong Ocean University. Right now have their long stroke. So talk about this university with their rich experience. They know exactly how to control their speed. They have their tactic. And look at the drummer,
临到的这个
smart girl.
但是呢，他本身是不慌不忙啊。
Look at their neighbors. They know exactly where they are and how to proceed. So let's can say they have quite solid training. And right now they finished at 200 meters. Another 300 meters waiting for them. So this is the youth team, women team for 500 meters. This is track number 4, Kaili High School, with the high frequency of paddling. Look at the DA track number 1, the Liaocheng University. You can tell they have a quite strong core. They train their core very hard. You look at it leading the game. Look at, we don't know the second place right now. We have 2 teams next to each other. So Liaocheng University, number 1 for sure, and number 2, Kaili Middle School, High School. And for the 3rd place belongs to Qingdao University, Jianyang Middle High School, number 4, and Ya'an Tianquan Shuixiao, number 5. And then is the Guangdong Ocean University. So this is a really long distance. You can see right now they have really sore muscle.
很激动。
比完之后呢，也算是完成了他们的这个比赛的任务。
是
啊，也是取得这么好的成绩啊，内心很激动啊。
Very good results. We can talk about the girls. Actually, they show what they got. So let's look at some recap. It's the first few paddlings. Look at the leading paddlers. They play a very important role to lead the whole team, and also the drummer.
那确实，聊城大学队。
Their beat actually is really provide the team to moving forward. And talk about the teams. Actually, this is also a graduation season, so you can see they have the veteran players will graduate, and then we'll have the newcomers in the green hands join the team. So look at the final results. This is for the AU's women 500 meters. Liaocheng University, the first place with 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And Kaili Middle High School is 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Look at the Jianyang Middle High School is number 4 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So we had quite great athletes like Chen Fubin, actually from Jianyang. That's for the Olympic Games for 2004. And we also have the team member from Jianyang represents Team China to participate in the Asian Games. So we look at the Jianyang, actually we talk about they would like to cultivate talents for Team China to participate the international and Asian Games. So look at the whole atmosphere. We have seen this with a very solid foundation among the society. Look at, we have a quite large base of audience here in Jianyang. We talk about the Dragonboat Festival or this whole culture. We not only show respect to Quyuan, but also look at his works. Actually, he mentioned several times about the Dragonboat competition. And let's look at the next game. This is also the 500 meters, and this is the youth man 500 meter. So we have Dongbei Dianli University, Liaocheng University, Tropical Ocean University, Liaoda Zhuochuang Zixun, and track number 5, Zaozhuang Xueyuan, and track number 6, Hubei Shangmao Xueyuan. So we have some traditional, very strong names for this group. And we look at the Zaozhuang College, that's for track number 5, and Hubei Business and Commerce College, that's track number 6. So we can tell right now in different universities and colleges, they start to build up their foundations for the Dragonboat tournament. So very soon you will see the new names coming to the scope. Look at the track number 5, number 6. Actually, you cannot really see their names quite often, but right now you can see track number 5 and the number 6. They start to be the frequent teams to participate in the finals. And we also need the platform like the China Longzhou Tournament to provide a great opportunity to train the team. So each team know their pace. They know exactly when it's the time to start to escalate their speed. So track number 6, the Hubei Business and Commerce College, they also participate yesterday 100 meters. You look at, they have their own features. Very fast paddling. So I hope they have enough physical strength to support them to finish the whole 500 meters. So we have 10 paddlers. We have 1 leading paddler, 1 drummer. And we only have a room allowed to have 1 paddler at the front. Right now coming to the middle section of 500 meters. And you can hear it's the time for them to speed up. So look at track number 1, number 2, number 3. They're quite close to each other. Track number 1, the NEDU. Track number 2, Liaocheng University. Track number 3, Tropical Ocean University. Right now it's time to speed up. Right now, it's really approaching very close to the finishing line.
这个差距，今天有3组
Just so close. So track number 1 also win the first place, the Dongbei Dianli University or the NEDU.
可以看到东北电大学的队员很兴奋哈，因为昨天的100米他们输给聊城大学。
They're just so close to each other. You look at Northeast Dianli University. Yesterday, they lost the champion to Liaocheng University, but today they win the title back for the 500 meters. So the first place belongs to Northeast Dianli University. You can tell actually for the third place and the second place, they're just so close. So right now we talk about the Dragonboat. Actually, it's not only a game, it also as a course for the university students to choose. And we also can have dissertations in the Dragonboat area, like the Northeast Dianli University. You also can have the students to have their masters without examinations. So talk about Northeast Dianli University, very strong, not only in the competition, but also in the research. I believe they have a quite solid and strong base in terms of knowledge and also the talent pool. So that is why we have this very strong team, and it also just got the champions for youth man 500 meter.
So in the past for the Jilin University, they also actually have do a special training in the camp. So at that time, you could see the performance has improved. The NEDU got number 1, just like 0.1 seconds away. So as you can see, Liaocheng University ranked number 2. So at the time when the two teams passing the finishing line, the drummers are actually looking at each other because they don't know who is the winner.
随着现在这个高级别龙舟赛事的推广哈，使中国龙舟运动的发展越来越好啊。龙舟运动目前已经是
Nowadays, with the education of the Dragonboat racing, and we have a very good stage in developing the Dragonboat racing. And also we have the Asian Games, and also we have the China Sports Games, also dedicated to the Dragonboat racing. So now we are waiting for the Dragonboat racing enter into the Olympic Games. So hopefully in the future we could see the Dragonboat racing become an item in the Olympic Games. Coming next, we will have the professional women's 500 meter race. Again, we see the Northeast Dianli University, Jiujiang Mingmen Shijia, Liaocheng University Jianyang Jinhua Group, and Guangzhou Tianhe Shamei team. So for Northeast Dianli University and the Jiujiang Mingmen Shijia, they always meet each other in the games. As we can see, they have a very sufficient reserve for the players. They can represent the team to attend different levels of the competition. And also we could see a lot of athletes coming from the Liaocheng University. They not only have the high school students, sometimes they also have professional players. And for Hengtai Jianzhu, it is also a mature professional team. And also they have some athletes that are coming from different water sports. Earlier we see the youth team competition. Now we are looking forward to their performance in the professional game. In the 200 meter race, the Northeast Dianli University beat the Jiujiang Mingmen Shijia. However, 500 meter is quite different compared to the 200 meter. So we have to see whether they use the different tactics. Alright, now we could see the starting paddling. very deep route for each team. Now they start to accelerate, and also they start to increase the frequency of their paddling. Let's see if they could hold up to the end. Now the paddling become more stable for the Northeast Dianli University. So for these professional teams, they know how to control the pace during the race, have a very clear sense of judgment. And you could see when they start to accelerate. For these professional teams, they're actually competing in the last 50 meters or 80 meters. And the drummer, they have to observe the other teams. Also, they have to control the pace of the paddlers. But at the same time, they have to observe where the other competitors. And for the steerman, they look directly to the finishing line. And for the paddling, they have to be focused and make sure that they have a very good synchronicity, and they have to relax their muscles. But of course, they have to control the speed to ensure that they're steady. Actually, in the last stage, for the 500 meter, it's a very tough job for all the paddlings. We have to make sure that all the movements are done properly. If one paddler cannot catch up with the others, this will ruin the whole game. You could see the Northeast Dianli University is leading the others. Once again, the Dongbei Dianli University beat the Jiujiang Mingmen Shijia. Through the whole process, we could see the Northeast Dianli University have kept their precision. At the beginning stage, they have a leading role, and in the last 100 meters, some of the teams trying to catch up. You could see all of these athletes, they're quite happy to win the game. Pretty soon we will have the award ceremony. Very nice coordination. You could see now they have very nice cooperation, but of course they must done a very hard work. So for this 500-meter race, we could see the drummer play a key role. After they control the pace, and actually they have to observe the competitors. For the paddlers, they will not observe the other competitors, but they will hear the instructions and command sent by the drummer. So that's why the drummer play a very key role, because they're actually the caller or the core of the Dragonboat racing. So for all the athletes, they have to control their physical strength, but they still have to make sure that they're leading the others. So they will observe the other teams by the drummer. Now next, we will have the Youth 500-meter Women's Group Award Ceremony. Now let's invite the winners to go on the stage. The third place goes to Qingdao University. Actually, it is the first time for the Chengdu University to attend the China Dragonboat Tournament, and the second place goes to Kaili High School.
请颁奖嘉宾为获奖运动队颁
And the
奖。
champion goes to Liaocheng University.
获得了青少年女子组的500米的冠
Let's
军。
present the award to the winners.
拿奖拿到手软啊！
Liaocheng University once again win the champion for the youth women's 500-meter
一
game.
个横扫的局面啊。
So even though they win the game, it requires really hard work for their training. For Liaocheng University, as we could see, they have very outstanding performance just now.
...后面要进行的是精英公开组的500米制导赛的决赛。
So we will have the elite 500-meter race, the final for the 500-meter race for the elite group.
下面将进行2019中华龙舟大赛成都简阳站青少年男子组500米比赛的颁奖仪式。
Next, we
经
will
获奖运动队代表入场。
present the award for the youth men's 500-meter race.
获得第3名的队伍是热带海洋学院队。
The third place goes to the Tropical Ocean
获得第2
College.
名的队伍是聊城大学队。
The second place goes to Liaocheng
获得
University.
第1名的队伍是东北电力大学队。
And the winner is
请颁奖嘉宾
Northeast 电力 University. Let's present the award to the winners.
...东北电力大学和聊城大学是分享了青少年男子和女子组
As
的
you could see this time, Liaocheng University and the Northeast Dianli University, they actually become the champion for the youth group competition.
这个形势还是很明朗啊，几支
So,
传统的强队
especially for the youth group,
都保持得非常好。
you could see obviously
职业组啊，包括精英
we have some outstanding players, for example, the NEDU. However, in the professional teams, the capability is quite close. And we could see different winners each time.
补充更多优秀的这个
Means that we have more choices
也是不断的提升自己
for the Dragonboat teams. They could pick
接下来是精英
more athletes to join the team.
九江名门世家
So next we will have the elite 500-meter race.
简阳天惠置业新会宏大堂
Track 1, 九江名门世家. Track 2, 东莞万江展涛. Track 3, 简阳天惠置业. Track 4, 新会陈皮. And Track 5, 怀芳滨海. And Track 6, Hubei Business College. So for some of these teams, they have already met their competitors in the previous games. So they know their competitors and they know how to play to their utmost.
这也是我们本赛季上半程的最后一站比赛啊。通过这站比赛之后呢，要进入的一个短暂的休赛期。
So actually, this is the last stop for the first half year.
精湛的这个龙舟比赛。接下来这2个月呢
And for the second half of the game will be take place in September.
这个职业队伍呢，也是进行一个
So during this period, some of the college teams they can select more new players, and the professional teams they can have some adjustments of their team.
九江名门世家、东莞万江展涛、简阳天惠置业3支很强的队伍。
九江名门世家、东莞万江展涛、简阳天惠置业. This is a team at the track from number 1 to number 3. So they quite next to each other. So during the game, let's see how close they are.
不太好去关注。
So I believe these 3 strong teams will also watch each other closely.
当然也不能乱啊，要根据自己的实力来进行调整。
So for each other, the moving target to challenge themselves. Of course, they should stick to their own pace. Each team have their own tactic. Of course, you need to look at your key competitors. Right now, 九江名门世家 at track number 1, 潍坊滨海旅游 at track number 5 are the 2 leading teams.
有这个降级奖评的这个意思。
So look at they not really slow down the paddling. Track number 1, 九江名门世家 still take the leading seat. Right now coming to the next 200 meters. 潍坊滨海旅游 at track number 5. Look at they have quite fast paddling.
好，最后的决战时刻啊，100米的冲刺区域开始加快。
All right, coming to the final 100 meter.
受击鼓的频率明显加快。
Time to speed up. I look and hear the beat of the drum. You know it's the time to showcase the muscles.
来看一下，
九江名门世家、东莞万江展涛和简阳天惠置业。
All right, top 3 place. No big surprise. 九江名门世家 number 1, 东莞万江展涛 number 2.
前3名呢还是之前
They're just so close to each other.
3赛道的简阳天惠置业呢发挥。
So the top 3 is Jiang Tianhui Zhiye, rank number 3. And they also have quite a good results compared to the result for the 200 meters. So top 1, Jiuyang Mingmen Shijia. Top 2, Dongguan Wanjiang Zhantao. Top 3, Jianyang Tianhui Zhiye. And the Jianyang Tianhui Zhiye is the local team. And this is the game just finished. It's a mixed gender elite 500 meter final. So for the elite group, you can see severe competition. And the athletes, of course, they know each other so well. talk about the elite groups. We only have 6 groups from the preliminaries until the finals. They are the old friends. And this is the final results for mixed gender elite 500 meters. Result for the winners, 九江名门世家 with 1 minute 39 seconds. And for the second place, 东莞万江展涛 1 minute 41 seconds.
这是简阳的沱江。其实简阳呢，历史也是非常悠久哈。简阳古称是阳安县。
And right now you're looking at the middle section of Jianyang Tor River. And we talk about Jianyang always at a strategic position along the history.
州和阳安这2个称呼的首字最后命名为简阳县。到16年5月呢，是简阳市正式改由成都市代管这是简阳市呢悠久的历史。
So for DA Jianyang right now enjoys a quite long history and right now belong to DA Chengdu.
但是也是分为小决赛和决赛。
先决出7到12。
And coming to us.
前6场比赛。
It's the final competition, of course, is also divided as 200 meters. We first have the competition for the place from 7 to 12. This is a professional men's 500 meters. So right now, this competition is talk about the small finals. This is the track number 1, Sichuan Sanya Longteng. Track number 2, Jianyang Diwang Jieju. Track number 3, Guangdong Fenglei Yimenchuang. Track number 4, Wuhan University. Track number 5, Sichuan Jiawang Wuye. And track number 6, Chengdu Xinjing. As I introduced, you can find that there are 4 teams from Sichuan area, and we have 1 team from Guangdong province, another one from Hubei Wuhan. So we talk about as the 200-meter men's game. For professional men's 500 meters, also divided into 2 groups. So this one, very soon you will see the small finals. That's for the place from 7s to 12s. So we look at there are some teams before only participate in the youth game. Right now, they also bring themselves in the professional and elite games. Talk about Wuhan Universities in track number 4. They will also participate in their local competition. So this is the local team. This is for so you can see this game. They have quite quick start. And you hear the drum beat. Really encourage the team. And you look at they slow down a little bit and they change the way of paddling. For the drummer, they control the whole pace of the game. So track number 4 is from Jianyang Diwang Jieju. So the drummer, you can see through his eyes and monitor the neighbor. And right now it's the leading team. Track number 2, Jianyang Diwang Jieju. You look at right now 6. Dragonboat. Quite close to each other. And the steerman is the only athlete standing on the Dragonboat. And the only thing he's targeting is the finishing line. And track number 2 and number 3 right now is speeding up. So track number 3 is Guangdong Fenglei Yimenchuang. So we can tell the track number 2 and number 3, they had a quite fierce competition between each other. And of course, look at they are the two leading teams. For the rest of team, they cannot really catch up with these two. So, Jianyang Diwang Jeju is the first passing the finishing line, and then is the Guangdong Fenglei Yimen Chuang.
后程明显的加快奖评。
So, the top two teams had a very good performance. And this is a small final for professional men's 500 meters. So they decided the place from 6th to the 12th. And coming up is the ceremony, award ceremony. So it's at 8 meters long, 1.1 meter wide. You look at the 6th team. It's showcase the unity and solidarity of the team. They have a very good cooperation, show that united as one spirit. Of course, look at this Dragonboat tournament, and we also have a different competition like the whole family. You can also organize as one team. We right now also have this kind of family competition. So five members on one boat. It's not for competition. It's more to enjoy the beauty, the joy brought by a Dragonboat. So there are all different kinds of a Dragonboat competition, and also can decorate your own Dragonboat.
我们看到今天这个职业比赛呢，都是采用这个坐姿滑法，在一些传统龙舟比赛当中呢有站姿。
For professional games, right now look at we only have one person standing, and for the different games, we also have like all members standing or with one knee laid on the boat. So right now look at this boarding platform. And coming up is the award ceremony. This is for professional women 500-meter finals. And let's have the winners on the stage.
获得第3名的队伍是东莞恒泰建筑队。
The third place goes to 东莞恒泰建筑。
职业化的队伍。曾经呢，主要是男队员这一次也是。
This also a professional team from Dongguan province. Before they only participated in the men's game. Right now, this is the first time for them to sign a women team. Number 2 goes to 九江名门世家。 Quite strong team, and they also cultivate the talents for the national team. And number 1, Northeast Dianli University. Once again, wins the title for the professional women 500 meters. So, which also showcase that their strong competence. Before they're quite strong in the youth team, and right now they also make their present in the professional teams.
好，接下来要进行职业男子500米的直道赛决赛。
And we will have the last game. This is the finals for the professional men's 500 meters. This is a closing show for the Dragonboat tournament. in Jianyang stop, and we can tell we have one local team. That's the 梅山市启明星 team. Track number 1, 重庆合川德家. And track number 2, 福州福厦, representing China to participate in the World Cup with a good result. And track number 3 is Hainan Lingshui. Track number 4, 增城新唐明达, very strong team. Track number 5, 顺德乐从卢浮宫. And this is a national team's base foundation team. And track number 6, 梅山市启明星 already got 2 silver medals from the previous games. And let's see whether they can win a gold one. We don't know who will be the champion. They all share the same opportunity. I believe the top 1 and 2 will be really, really close. So now the game's on. We have all eyes on these 6 teams.
They're highly concentrated, including all the paddlers and also the drummer. Now they start to accelerate. They spare no efforts to dash into the finishing line. Now the drummer have to observe the other teams to make sure that they have the best pace. Actually, this is the last game. So you could see all of these athletes, they spare no efforts to dash. You could see all the drummer have to look around. As you can see, there are many competitors around his team, because all of these teams are quite close in their skills. Now it is the last 100 meter. Still, for all of these teams, they have maintained a very high frequency of the paddling. Or you could see the Shunde Lecong start to lead. They start to accelerate. Alright, the Zheng Chengqing got number 3. You could see all of the teams start to accelerate in the last 100 meters. As you could see, the Shunde Lecong team win 3 gold medals this morning. So as you could see, all the members for the Shunde Lecong team, they are quite good in their cooperation. So from the drummer to the paddler and to the steerman. So for the paddlers sitting on the real side of the boat, they have to pay extra effort to control the direction of the Dragonboat. Let's see a fast recap of the game. So the first 5 to 6 strokes are extremely important, and after that all the members have to accelerate. So at the beginning they have to have a very fast start and maintain their speed in the central stage of the game, and in the last 100 meters they have to spare no efforts to dash. Also, you could see all of these drummers, they're full of confidence. If they have a good drummer, meaning that they can set the foundation for the performance of the team. As you could see, the Shunde Lecong team, they're quite confident about their members. So for the Shunde team, they always lead the others. And for their steerman, actually, he is the youngest athlete among the others. So let's see the results of the teams. The Shunde Lecong team 1 minute 37 seconds, followed by the 眉山市启明星。And for the 增城新唐明达 1 minute 39 seconds. Next, we will have the award ceremony for the elite mixed gender 500 meter race. Now let's invite the winners.
获得第3名的队伍是简阳天惠置业队。
The third place goes to 简阳天惠置业。
获得第2名的队伍是东莞万江展涛队。
The second place goes to 东莞万江展涛。
获得第1名的队伍是九江名门世家队。
And the winner goes to 九江名门世家。 Now we will present the award to the winners. So for today's game, we could see it, even though we have different categories, there were no big surprise for us. This also means that throughout the year, some of the strongest team actually earned their place in the Dragonboat racing.
的几个组别的比赛，从青少年组到这个职业组，可以说。
Today we have the youth game and also the professional game. So for some of the strongest team, they have actually earned a place for the finals. So actually for this stop, we could see some of these teams that's demonstrating their capability, and it is also a demonstration of their training. So for example, for Qimingxing, they have very good performance in the professional team, and also for the youth team, the Liaoning University also demonstrates their own strength. So now we will see the award ceremony for the professional men's 500 meter race. The second place goes to Meishanshi Qimingxing. Third place, 增城新唐明大. And the first place goes to 顺德乐从罗浮宫 team. So for the 顺德 team, you could see in the last game, even though they're leading the others, but it's still a very excellent game because for the others, they're catching up very closely with the 顺德 team. So at the beginning, they're leading the others, and also when you see the competitors are catching up, they start to improve their speed. So you could see for the 顺德 team, they're actually getting all 3 gold medals for the professional teams game. Right, dear viewers. Now we have bring you the live streaming of the 2019 China Dragonboat Tournament, and that is the live streaming. Thank you for commentator. Thank you. See you next time.
经过2天的鏖战，2019龙舟大赛成都简阳站的比赛到这里就全部结束了。 下一站，我们将于9月为您带来2019中华龙舟大赛南京陆河站的比赛。
For our next stop, we will bring you in September. That's the Nanjing Liuhe stop.
持续关注。
And also you can tune in with CGTN to find out more. And dear viewers, see you in September in Nanjing stop.